thinking about how much we've gotten wrong tonight. Oh. Hello, iedereen. All right, so today we are bringing you our favorite pantry items, Dutch pantry items. Do I put them by type or by what food they go with? I don't know. Some of these we keep on hand. They're our favorite pantry staples that we have found so far that we keep bringing home. Others that have been recommended to us by friends, by viewers like you. So we've got an assortment here. Down and dirty fun bit of living here is getting to explore the grocery stores. Now, one of the things that we're going to mention is the Hagelslag, which we've covered in another video before, but everyone said, but you got to try it with peanut butter on the bread as well. So we're going to do that with Calvé because everyone also said Calvé is the best peanut butter. We usually, to be honest with you, we get usually the cheapest peanut butter we can find.
Yeah, Calvé, I mean, Calvé is
expensive.
It is. It's expensive. I don't know what the big deal is.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to combine those. Okay. So for this one, we're going to do what our viewers have told us to try, which is a smear of peanut butter. Now I'm trying to get my portions more like Dutch portions instead of American portions. Otherwise, half of this can would be on there. All right, and then we got my favorite, the pure Hagelslag, but they have all kinds of different types. More for kiddos. They've got anise seed ones, which are for births. I like the dark chocolate, the pur.
That's quite a bit there.
Now, the first time I made this, I made it wrong. Our daughter was visiting us from the Netherlands and brought us a box of it. And I thought it went on toast. So I did buttered toast with it, and then it was all melty and everything.
Standard way is supposed to be in butter normally, right? That's what they normally do.
Yeah. So I do have a slight bit of butter underneath all this.
Okay, now with the Calvé peanut butter, this is the different. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's more like a Reese's. Go ahead, try it.
Here we go. It is a bit sweet for me, but I do like the flavors. It would probably be, this is more like a dessert for me. I don't know about you. We would probably have it for breakfast. I wouldn't. It's a little sweet, but it's very tasty, I gotta say.
It's like a candy bar on a piece of bread. It's so sweet.
It's sweet, yeah.
You know what would also be good? Banana on that.
Ooh.
Like slices of banana, that would be a full breakfast.
Yeah. Peanut butter and banana on toast is something I usually have. It wouldn't be bad with the sprinkles. That would be nice.
No, it'd be nice.
Cool.
Then we have the Pannenkoek mix. Now, you can make them from scratch. This is nice, though, for a real quick meal. You just pour the milk in the container and shake it. We went to some friends' house. Hi, Rowan and Anushka. And they made them, and everyone stood in their kitchen shaking their own bottle, and that was a fun time. So we're going to do the Pannenkoeken. Every grocery store chain has their own variety. Yep. But the other thing we saw was, like, we've seen this at a few of the Pannenkoeken restaurants here, and also our friends said, oh no, this is the one you got to have. This is the one the kids like. To me, it reminds me of like a bubble bath bottle from the 70s when I was a kid, or when my daughter was a kid in the 90s. Yeah. But it is a stroop. So this is a...
What's it called? Stroop?
Pannenkoekenstroop.
Yeah.
So it's a sugar syrup rather than a maple syrup. And then we also have appelstroop, which is, this one is apple and pear stroop, just as a variance. Yeah, so the things that people will do is powdered sugar and Pannenkoekenstroop. So we've got that too. Pannenkoeken here is, it's thinner than the US pancakes, which are more like the thick buttermilk type. This is a little closer to the Swedish pancake, but not as thin as the Swedish pancake. A little closer to a crepe. And they do savory versions as well as sweet. Mark watched, so he's going to be the one replicating
and
this.
I really love these pancakes, I got to say. They're delicious. Oh my God, it's exactly 400. Oh, well, not quite. We're going to have to break them.
Give it good shakes. Good shakes. You got to get it from the bottom. There you go. Now you're shaking.
Yeah. Like a bartender again. Would you like a martini, sir?
Stirred, not shaken.
So
we're going to put these on and have a little breakfast for dinner.
So now you're putting me on the spot.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You better not mess this up. You will be informed. Not by me, by the comment section.
It depends on how it tastes, right? It's not going to look great for my first time here. Look at that. But it's all right. It looks pretty tasty to me. Almost ready to flip it.
You know, he does a little drum thing. Living out his chef dreams.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, and then we've got the bungle. Bungle.
It's okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
This is very thick.
Did I cook it too much?
That
Hey,
is-
we all learn. This is my firstborn, okay? So
Yeah.
it's not bad. What are you talking about?
It's very thick.
It's not that thick. Let me see. Oh, maybe it's a little thick.
It's very thick.
It's a little too thick. Shut up.
Welcome to our disaster of a kitchen.
But you know what?
We do know how to feed ourselves.
We
and
do.
cook,
I mean,
yeah.
I like to cook. I just haven't tried. I haven't tried cooking these before, so this is really.
When I cook them, I put less batter in, and
Yeah.
I swirl it several times to make it as thin as
Yeah,
possible.
that's what I didn't do.
Yeah.
So it kind of it gathered in the middle. Probably should have practiced before I made this for you guys. But hey, part of this is the experience, right?
So we're putting on the appelstroop.
Okay.
This one is pear and apple that we got in Maastricht.
Okay. All right, let's give it a try. It's a little big for my mouth here, so let me just.
Like a perfect farmer's breakfast. You got the bacon, the cheese, the pancake, the appelstroop. Yeah, a little more complex flavor, huh?
This is nice.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Onward.
And then we have this, which is Ketjap Manis. This is a sweet soy sauce from Indonesia. Indonesia used to be a Dutch colony, and you'll see a lot of Indonesian food influences in the Dutch diet today. This is something that everyone keeps around, like Americans always have salty soy sauce. This is used basically the same way. You can add it to any stir fry of vegetables or rice. You can use it as a condiment, but this is what you'll find in Dutch cabinets. Yeah, concentration phase.
Smells so good.
It smells so good.
We're done.
Well, yeah, you definitely jumped ahead to try it there.
Yep.
Chicken, which has been coated,
Sure.
that's been coated in Ketjap Manis
Ketjap Manis. Okay.
with the ridiculous homemade sambal.
It smells really good, I gotta say. So, it was so good. Okay. You dip it.
Yeah.
It's so thick, it's not sticking to it. So, okay.
Yes, a little saute spread.
There we go. Wow.
I gave you a fork.
So the combination of the sauce that we cooked it in with the satay makes it really tasty. I love this.
I love Ketjap Manis. It's good. Nice and tangy, slightly sweet, not overly sweet, not syrupy.
It goes really well with the sauce. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we cook with it with rice and stir fry, that kind of thing. I just thought we would try it this way so we could taste it by itself with the chicken. The other one is the garlic sauce. This is one of Mark's favorites. He eats this by the liter.
Yeah, and I eat far too much of this stuff. I eat a lot of Dutch fries, and I'll always get this stuff to have with my fries, or regular mayonnaise. But this is much better. The garlic sauce. I know you had said you'd seen it in the U.S. I haven't.
Well, they have garlic sauce in the U.S., but it's
I guess
not
they do,
a regular condiment that people have in their house. It's not. It's usually like on a menu of a restaurant, not at the grocery
you
store.
normally wouldn't buy it at a grocery store. I get this all the time here. Like I said, I have too much of it. It's really, really good. I'll put it on pizza as well as fries.
He puts it on everything, except me. I won't let him put it on me.
I put it on my waist too, as well. So anyway.
And then we have the red hot samurai sauce. So to me, it's kind of like a slightly spicy Marie Rose sauce. But people add it to frites, but they also add it to sandwiches. We went to Efteling. They had it on the tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the pittig en romig, the hot one.
Yep.
It's not that hot, though. It's really not that hot. But
It's like a spicy ketchup. Would you
yeah,
say that?
Yeah. Spicy ketchup,
Yeah.
mayo, kind of cream-based thing.
Right.
Now, we have mayonnaise in the U.S. My family always swore by Hellmann's mayonnaise. But Hellmann's is considered the decadent mayonnaise, but it's actually not as rich as the Dutch mayonnaise. It's tangier than the Dutch mayonnaise. There's a lot of vinegar in it. And it's not as rich or as creamy. There's something about this that's a total standalone.
Yeah, and Dutch mayonnaise anyway, since we've been here, the one thing I can tell you that I've noticed is that the U.S. mayonnaise is a little more vinegary, so it's hard to like taste it by itself. I'll have it on bread with a sandwich, but I could literally sit and have this stuff. I could sit there and I could eat it like off a cracker. It's creamy, it's rich, it's not too vinegary, it's sweet. And both of us,
it is slightly sweet.
It is slightly sweet. I love this. And the pricing point, by the way, if I buy a regular mayonnaise jar, it could be this or it could be another mayonnaise. It's like a euro for a big jar of it.
This is like a euro for a tube.
Yeah. Whereas if you were to buy, like you said, the Hellmann's, the big jar, is close to $5, $6. Yeah. And that's a lot of money to spend for a condiment, for a jar.
I love Zaanse. They also have ketchup, curry ketchup, ketchup. They've got a lot of different condiments in tubes. But yeah, this was, I think, under a euro.
This is delicious.
I got it on sale.
I got to say, I was guilty. Like I had no groceries left a couple weeks ago, and I had some crackers and a little bit of cheese. And I was sitting there watching TV, and I'm here squirting this stuff on crackers, putting cheese. If she had seen me, she'd have killed me.
That's how I will lose him.
Yeah, no,
I'll find him dead with a cracker and a tube of mayonnaise in the other hand.
Yeah, this stuff is that good. Anyway, so here we go. Garlic sauce.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Well, maybe.
What are you doing?
Sorry. Here we go. Good. The Zaanse Mayonnaise. Good.
You're just having fun making shapes with it.
I'm just enjoying this. Okay. It must be pointed out too that all of this is health food. Right here. Okay.
Right.
We're going to start with basically the mayo. That's what they normally serve with fries. So, with frites. Sorry, frites.
Yeah.
I love mayo anyway. This is my favorite. Second, we're going to do the samurai sauce. Here we go. Very nice.
Spicy Marie Rose is what it tastes like to me.
The spice hit you after. Mm-hmm. Right?
No, it hit me right in front.
Really? No, it took me a little bit. And the third, final.
His favorite. He eats buckets of it.
Here we go.
We're going to bury him in it.
The old reliable. Bim. I love this stuff.
Yeah, it tastes a little over-manufactured and a little runny to me.
Uh-huh.
I'm a mayo person all the way.
All three of these are delicious. Again, my preference is always going to be mayo, the top, followed by the garlic, and this actually is really good too. But
yeah, the samurai is good on sandwiches, especially.
Yeah,
like it just jazzes it up nicely. So all good staples to have in the house. The Sambal Oelek is what the Dutch have in their pantry quite a bit. It's their version of hot sauce. It comes from Indonesia. There's several different types you can get. This is not the greatest brand for it. This is much more like, having like El Paso salsa. It's not that great. And I'm not talking about El Paso, Texas. I'm talking about like El Paso brand.
Okay.
It's, salsa. So there's different types of sambal. We even have in our refrigerator one that I love that I get at the Leiden Weekly Market. That is a Surinamese sambal. So we're going to try this today.
Is that too much?
No. And then this one is the one that I get in Leiden.
Okay.
So that's a Surinamese flavor, so put a little of that on.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try.
No, just
we'll use the other one. Okay. This, and we're going to put it on the other edge here. So this is the store-bought sambal. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll give that a try. Wow, it's good.
Yeah?
It's not like a regular hot sauce. It's got like a lot of complex flavors in it. It's really, really nice.
Maybe you want to try the Surinamese one for comparison?
Okay, this is the Surinamese. What is it again?
That's Sambal Oelek.
Okay, I don't know the difference.
Indonesian.
As far as... All right, here we go. It's sweeter This one is spicier.
Well, and they do have sweeter ones too. There are many different types of sambals you can get from Indonesia. Oelek is more like the bog standard. That's what you have in your pantry. But
This definitely spicier. This is spicy, but it has a really sweeter edge to it. It's really, really nice.
nice stuff, huh?
Yeah, really, really good.
So thanks so much for joining us. Let us know in the comments, what are your favorite pantry items? If you're in the Netherlands, do you keep any of these? If you're not in the Netherlands, which would you try? And what do you keep in your pantry where you live?
Absolutely. And like a lot of these things, these are all delicious. And I don't use them as much as I would like. And like River just said, maybe there's other ways that we're not informed of that we could use all of this stuff. So let us know.
So thanks again for watching our terrible cooking and
I don't think it was that
watching
bad.
our reactions.
Yeah, she's a harsh critic, but you know what? I think it went fine. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, tot ziens.